Welcome to my core video. This is an intermediate core series and it's all mat work, so follow along at your own pace. I'll be giving variations throughout. All you need for this workout is a Pilates ball, which is optional, and you can also have a strap, which is optional. I'm not going to put any music on this video, so feel free to pause the video and throw on your favorite music to join along. So first we're just going to do a warm up of the hips and the core. Okay, if you have any back pain or any hip pain, just be mindful of that and modify as needed. So we're going to lie on our back to start and just bring both knees up towards the chest and access your respiratory diaphragm, breathing in deeply and bringing the knees towards the chest as you breathe in, and then exhale, breathing in and exhale, bringing the knees away, breathing in, bringing the knees towards the chest, and exhale away. Again, breathing in, exhale away, and in, and out. Extend one leg down to the ground and just work on one leg bent and just making little circles here, one direction. Breathing deeply and really extending that other leg towards the ground. And then going the other way. Okay. And switch legs. Making little circles one direction. And the other way. Great. Just warming up both the hip flexors and the hamstrings. You can use a belt for this if you want, just around the back of the thigh, just to help that upper back relax. And what we're going to do is just point that toe, straighten that leg, and come back down. Okay, go as far as you're comfortable with. And you want the thigh at 90 degrees to the hip. You don't want to really be pulled up here because it'll be too hard to straighten that leg. And if you're using the strap, feel free to keep the leg further down towards the ground if that's easier to point. And a couple more here. Feel free to rotate the ankle at the top if you wish. And as you're pointing that leg, really activating the front of that thigh. And one more. Great. Switching sides. If you have more advanced flexibility, you can keep the other leg straight throughout this, but if you need a little bit of offload like this, just keep the leg bent. And let's straighten the leg. Really activating the quadricep as you straighten that leg. Two more. Great. So now, take the strap, and you don't need the strap. You could use a towel too. You can just hold onto the leg if that's easier. And we're going to bring the strap out to the side just to open that hip up and keeping the other glute on the ground. So we're not necessarily activating anything in the core. We're just warming up mobility here. 2, And I'm timing my inhale with opening up, just breathing into the lower belly there. And sometimes the hardest can be the warm-up, just really taking our time to get that body going. Can be really tempting to just want to jump right into strengthening, and our hips and our core are not warmed up. So if you can, stay patient here and just really explore the hips and the body and be curious. And I'm noticing a lot more tension in this right side. Two more, and then we're gonna switch into all fours to start our workout. Great. One more movement before we go into strengthening here. Coming into all fours, and we'll just do cat-cow with some child's pose just to warm the spine up. So we're gonna breathe in and out. And you can reverse it, breathing out as you curl and breathing in up, whatever feels better for you. Really dropping that belly down, bringing the head up, appreciating tension in the body here. Great, so we're gonna start with our first exercise, which is plank ups. We're gonna go into a kneeling position with our elbows underneath our shoulders, okay? Feel free to take a break at any time. You're gonna pull your shoulders back, activating your lats. So imagine squeezing oranges under your armpits here. Curl your toes under. Breathe in. Exhale, activate core, pelvic floor, transversus abdominis, and then we're gonna straighten the legs for one. Activate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might feel this more in the shoulders depending on where weakness is. 7, couple more. 8, 9, 10. Great. Come on up to knees here and just shake out those arms. We'll do a little bit of a side bend here. And a side bend the other way. Side bend over. And side bend the other way. Pulling shoulders back, opening chest, and we'll take 5 breaths here. Just breathing into front body. Okay, round 2 of 3 for those plank ups. Coming back down. Elbows underneath shoulders, pulling lats on, getting into that half plank. And you can just stay in this half plank if that's enough for you, okay? Breathing in, or you can do one leg at a time too. Breathe in. Activate core for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more, you've got this. 7, 8, 9, 10. Taking a break into an extended child's pose here, resting down, and you can bring the arms beside you if you need a break that way, and breathing deeply. Letting go of any tension that just built up in the body. Rocking the hips back and forth. Okay, last round of plank ups. You can totally do this. Just stay with me. So coming down, elbows under shoulders here, activating those lats, setting up, breathing in. Activate core. 1, and remember the alternative, that's easier. 2, and if you want to do the other leg, you want to alternate legs for 3, 4, 5, 6, couple more, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10. Beautiful work. Shake those arms out. Fantastic job. So the next exercise we're going to do is for our back core. You're going to be activating front core too. I'll show the advanced version and feel free to modify, okay? So we're going to do a bird dog. Hands underneath shoulders, knees directly underneath hip with a neutral spine. So you want tailbone up a tiny bit, but we don't want to have a saggy back and we don't want a rounded back. Just like the plank, you want to make sure those lats are on. Okay, so pulling those shoulders back and setting those shoulders. If you have wrist issues, you can hold weights to keep the wrists in line, or you can make fists like this. Okay, and even if you start flat-handed and you need to alternate to this, that's 100% okay. So keep those hands flat if you can. Nice neutral spine, and you're going to lift one leg up, and you can just do this with the leg if you want. You don't need the arm. Make sure you keep that other shoulder nice and strong and coming up into a bird dog position, maintaining alignment. Now you can just stay and breathe here for 10 seconds, or you can follow me here. Breathe in, activate core, move out to the side and back. Breathe in, 2, I'm hitting my Christmas tree here. I'll just move away from her a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, really reaching with those arms, 9, and 10. Taking a quick shake out here before we do the other side, bringing that leg up and opposite arm. And again, you can just stay here, or you can follow me with this rotation. Breathing in, activate core for 1. Just gonna make a fist for this side for me. 2, My right side's my treating hand, so that wrist tends to get really tired really easy. 3, 4, 5, keeping chin tucked. 6, 7, 8, couple more, 9, and 10. Wonderful. Coming on to all fours or knees here. Let's just do a lateral chain stretch out here. And feel free to adopt any restful movements. I like to do active rest in between each set. You can really just lie on your mat if you want and roll around, whatever feels good for you in these breaks. You definitely don't have to follow me. So I'm gonna bring my arms out in front, just do a little bit of a rotation here, and then pulling my arms back. The more you work with your body, the more you'll know what feels intuitive for active recovery. I tend to hold a lot of tension in my chest, so putting hands behind back is good, especially when we're in those all four positions. And we're gonna do that bird dog rotation again, but I want you to start on the side you left off with. If you can't remember, that's fine, but try to start off with the side you left off on. So my right hand was down, coming up. Gonna see, wrong side. I'm gonna see if I can keep my hand flat. We'll see how that wrist is feeling now that shoulder's warmed up. Breathe in, activate core. 1, 2, need the fist for me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. And again, you could just hold that bird dog if that rotation gets a little bit too much. Other side for me, obviously my much stronger side. Breathing in. 1, 2, keep that chin tucked and that arm strong. 3, keep that shoulder pulled back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. I'm gonna lie on our back for this active recovery here, just to really rest the body this time. So crossing one leg over the other, opening those arms nice and wide, settling into body, and we're just gonna do some rotations here. If having the leg crossed is too much, just keep the knees together, okay? So breathing in here as we just let go of tension that builds in the body when we're doing those strengthening exercises. And for those of you that really don't love stretching, this is a really sneaky way to get your mobility in when you strength train. And even if you're at the gym and say you even do a set of big back squats, you can still do this kind of active recovery in between. Couple more here. Just noticing tension in your face and your jaw. One more. Fantastic. So we're on our last set of those rotational bird dogs. Yay! And we have one more exercise in the face down position for our glutes, and then we move on to the second half. So you're almost halfway done, so stay with me. Okay, let's go into that rotational bird dog, trying to start where we left off here. Breathing in, activate that core. Rotate for 1, 2, 3, nice and strong, reaching with those arms. 4, 5, you got this. 6, stay with me. 7, 8, 9, 10. And you might want to keep your leg up. I'm trying not to hit my poor Christmas tree here. And we'll do the other side. My 3-year-old will be so upset if I knock all her decorations off. 1, 2, and you'll see even though I went into a fist position for the first 2 on this side, I'm able to do this third set with my hand flat because that shoulder's really warming up, which is great. Try to keep that leg lifted if you can. I lost count. I think it's a couple more. 9, 10. Yay, we finished all 3 sets. Go us. Okay, we're gonna move on to glutes here. Let's just roll out those wrists back and forth. Let go of some tension. Make a prayer hand coming down and up. Just mobilizing those wrists. Thanking them for supporting our body. They're done for the day unless you do the modifier of the next exercise. So the next exercise we're gonna do is a gluteal exercise. It's a gluteal series. So we're actually gonna do back-to-back movements. Feel free to take a break because we're actually doing 20 reps. So if you're like, oh my gosh, my core, just take a break in between, okay? So we'll start with the right side. Well, it doesn't really matter. Pick a side, and we're gonna go into a half plank position. Now, if this is too much for your core, you can go on to all fours like this for this exercise, but if you are able to adopt this half plank, then you'll just get a little bit more core work in here. We're gonna bend the leg and keep that knee bent at 90 degrees, okay? Pull those shoulders back, breathe in, activate core, bottom up. And push up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, making sure not to use the back. 10. Now straighten the leg, and we're going to go 1, 2, keep that core engaged. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, couple more, 9, and 10. Fantastic. So just going into a quick extended child's pose here for 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, other side. Setting up here in whatever modifier you're doing. And we'll bend that leg, breathing in. Activate lats. Get the core nice and on, pelvic floor all the way up. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those lats on. 5, 6. And you might have to really slow this down if you still need that exhale for each core activation. That takes time. 10. As your core gets stronger, so breathe in, activate core. As your core gets stronger, you'll be able to maintain the activation, but you might have to slow this down like this. And that's 100% okay. 8, I think, 9, and 10. Let's take a break on our backs here. Bringing knees to chest and just doing some nice big circles here. And other way. Fantastic. Round 2. So starting off where you left off, if you can remember it, I'm going to do the modifier this time rather than the half plank version just to show the variability. I'm going to make fists here, but you can have those hands flat, okay? So breathe in, set the core. So this is what the modifier would look like. Some people might actually find this one harder. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten the leg and lift for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the lats on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, let's switch right away to the other side. You can pause the video if you're like, no, Robin, I need a break. And let's do this side for 1, 2. Try not to use the back. You're lifting with the glute. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. You got this. 2, stay with me. Nice long leg. 3, 4, 5. Keep that core on. For 7, almost there. 8, 2 more. 9, and 10. Beautiful work. Let's work on neck a little bit for this active recovery. Then we have one more round of that. Then we're moving on to our backs. So just some neck circles here. Not straining the neck too much, just kind of going wherever she or he or they want to go. And going the other way. Ponytail getting in the way here. Oh my gosh, ponytail. Awesome work. Okay, let's gotta fix the ponytail. And let's do that last round of glute work. Start whatever side you left off on. I can't remember. I'm gonna do the half plank version this time, but pick the version that's right for you. All right. Breathing in. Exhale, activate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten that leg for 1. Keep that core on. For 3, get those lats on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome work. Quick child's pose here. It's funny when I do the harder version, I want the break. Couple breaths. And let's walk hands over to one side to get that quadratus lumborum involved. And other side. Great. Last side here. Getting core set up. Breathe in. Exhale, activate core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. I'll just cross legs here, grab some water. I'm gonna grab my water quickly. And excuse the coughing. I'm finally feeling better after a whole month of sickness in our house, so I have a little bit of a cough left over. Good old toddlers in daycare. If any of you are mothers of small children, you know that life. So we're gonna move on to our back now. Now you can use the Pilates ball. This one I got just from Amazon. It's a small ball. You wanna make sure it can support your weight. You definitely can do this exercise without the ball. But if you use the ball, we're gonna place it in the small of our back. Just adds a little bit of instability to the system. And you just want this down on your sacrum. Okay, we're gonna go into a tabletop position here, using arms for stability. Breathing in. Activate core, pelvic floor, transversus abdominis, and we're gonna straighten one leg for 1, 2. Really making sure ribs do not pop up. 3, 4. Exhaling through movement. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to superset this with another exercise. We'll just take a couple breaths break. If you're using the ball, remove the ball. Coming up into a tabletop position, okay? You can stay here for the 10 breaths, 10, 15 seconds or so. If not, you can join me. Activating full core on exhale, straightening the leg. Now you can see where that warm up is coming in now. Exhale, activate full system, straighten the other leg. This is a beautiful exercise, Pilates exercise, to get to higher level Pilates. So making sure we're really activating the front of that leg as we're getting that core on. Exhale, 6, really point that toe. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10. Awesome. Nice wide legs here. If you want, you can even go into a happy baby if that's available for you. And just doing a couple breaths here. If you're not doing happy baby, just wide legs. And stretching arms and legs out nice and long and letting go of tension. 3 more breaths here. 2, 3. I spend a lot of time just lying around when I do my exercises. I'm a big fan of just taking the breaks and not really pushing our bodies too hard, but getting nice effective strengthening. So round 2 of the leg extension. If you want to make this harder with the ball, you can have the arms up or you can hold a weight overhead. My core is not quite there yet, so I'm going to keep my arms down. Activate core. 1, 2, 3, really keeping neck relaxed here. You can push the arms into the ground. 4, 5, trying not to let those ribs pop up. 6, and if you have any diastasis, you can monitor it too. 7, 8, 2 more, you've got this. Last one. Awesome job. If you're using the ball, let's take that out. Going into a tabletop position here. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway. 6, really straight that leg. 7, I'm always surprised how hard this one is. Maybe it's just me. 8, 2 more. 9, you got this. 10. Beautiful work. Let's pop onto our bellies here and just pop into a cobra just to lengthen out that front core. Just rocking hips back and forth, releasing any tension in that anterior pelvis. You can bend those knees a little bit. Awesome work. All right, last round. You've got this. Oh, I'm saying this for me and for you. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you got this, you're a rock star. 7, point that toe. 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Get rid of that ball if you're using that ball. Coming into tabletop position, keeping those toes pointed, breathing in. Exhale, activate that core for 1, 2, 3, 4, almost there. 5, 6, 7, 8, couple more. 9, last one. 10, you got that. Awesome. Okay, if you have a foam roller, pop it under your back, or you can roll up your yoga mat, or you could use the ball. And we're just going to do a longitudinal line stretch here, stretching from fingertip to toe, letting that hip really go. Just did a lot of hip flexor work. Couple more breaths here. And we're going to switch sides. Nice long line, letting that hip flexor go, relaxing that pelvis. Fantastic. Okay, you have made it to the last exercise. I am so excited. So we did not forget about the lateral chain. We're going to do a side plank variation. I'll show you a beginner version if the side plank just isn't working out for you. So the easiest version is just bending the bottom leg and doing a leg lift, okay? So you can do a leg lift instead of the side plank. If your shoulders are tired, you're just not ready for the side plank. If you are ready for the side plank, we want elbow directly under the shoulder, pulling the shoulder back, okay? You don't want to be rounded through that shoulder. Pull that shoulder back and down. Knees are in line with the hips. A lot of people, when they do a side plank, will have their knees in front. You want those knees in line with the hips, okay? So get those knees in line with the hips, elbow directly under the shoulder, and then you're gonna pull that shoulder down, activate your core, and pop up onto your side. Now, if that's too easy for you, the more advanced version, you start in a side plank, and then you do the leg lift, okay? So 3 variations here. Leg lift on the ground, side plank, and then side plank lift, okay? You could do a full plank with a lift. That's high level stuff. I'm not ready for that. I find that this is sufficient for me. Get you to breathe in, activate core, and lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, you got this. 5, don't let those knees come forward. 6, really activate that shoulder back and down. 7, keep that core on. 8, you got this. 2 more. 9, last one. 10. We're gonna just pop right over to that second side. Alrighty, breathe in. Activate core for 1. Notice if one side's stronger than the other. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10. Awesome. Let's take a break for those shoulders. Now, the great thing about doing the stretching throughout is you don't necessarily need to stretch at the end. So I've got feet together here. I'm holding onto my ankle. So this is actually a shoulder kind of stretch. I'm pulling my chest forward and shoulders back. Now, if you're more flexible than me, you might be able to put those shoulders back and come forward. I don't have that luxury, so I need to use a little bit of guidance of my hands here. So go forwards as far as you're comfortable. You can go all the way to the ground if you can get there in a couple breaths. If the legs apart's too much, you can always do this too. Awesome. Let's do side plank round 2 of 3. We're almost done. You're so close. I'm going to do variation 3 here, but remember variation 1, variation 2, and then variation 3. So shoulder underneath hip. Make sure those knees are in lines, or shoulder, oh my gosh. Elbow under shoulder, knees in line with hips. And activate core for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll switch sides here right away. And really be picky with your lineup. You're just going to shortchange yourself if you're doing a more advanced version with poor form. I'd rather you have good activation with good form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating a little bit. Oh. Grab some water. We're going to do a mermaid stretch here. So this can be more of an advanced stretch for some people. So you can just sit on your bum. If this is too much for the hip, you're going to put one hip into internal rotation, the other hip. Try to square those hips up, and we're just going to bring the arms overhead And then bending over to one side. And the other side is usually way easier, can get way over. And just kind of flowing here. And you can even add some rotation if it feels good to do. We'll do the other way. It's getting into that mermaid. Just appreciating differences side to side. Great. Last round and then we're done. Hooray! Okay, side plank. I'm gonna do variation 1 this time. You know why? Because I feel like it. So variation, again, variation 1, 2, or 3. I just feel like taking it easy. It's a Tuesday night when I'm recording this. Activate core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Congratulating yourself. You made it through. We're almost there. Last one. Fantastic. All right, let's do other side. If you look like I'm looking forward to it, I'm just keep looking at my camera and activate core. And make sure she hasn't shut off. What a nightmare if I recorded this. I have to do the whole workout again. 4. I'm definitely not one of these YouTube fitness gurus. I'm just a physiotherapist. 2 more. Oh my gosh, how glorious it is. So lying down, letting go of tension. You can shut the video off now if you want, but feel free to just stay with me here for a little bit of body witnessing and just cooling down. Feel free to go into any stretches that feel intuitive for you, but if not, just stay here with me and breathing in deeply. And exhale completely. Breathing in deeply. And exhale completely. 2 more. Breathing in deeply. Exhale completely. Last one. Breathing in and letting go. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this core series, and I'm probably gonna make more of these videos the stronger I get. I'm tired. So, yeah. Take care.